Good evening. How are you? I'm very good. I want to ask the children some questions. I hope there are kids in the church. Can you stand up? Can the kids stand up? Yes. Oh. Yes, stand up. Yeah, stand up. Yeah. Yes. Yes, stand up. Good. I have one simple question for you. And that question is, I want you to give me the answer and then defend it. Oh, I love your tallness. You're so tall. Both of you are so tall, right? Are you standing? Are you sitting? You're standing, right? This is standing, right? I love you. You want to sit? Then stand. Yeah, thank you. So I want to ask you some questions, and that question is, who loves dogs here? Do you love dogs? If you love dogs, can I see your hands up? Do you have dogs in your house? Okay, you love dogs? Do you have dogs in your house? Dog. If you have dogs, okay, good. Tell me what you will do with this question. When your dinner is ready, would you give or keep your food, your dinner, for your dog to wash for you while you go to the bathroom? Who can answer that? When the dinner is ready, save it up, drop it on the ground, and then go to the bathroom and say, hey, you call the name of the dog, wash this for me, and go to the bathroom. Who can do that? Yeah? What's the answer? Yes? No! I like that. No! Why? Why did you get that? Oh, the dog might eat it. And, okay, that's great. Any other different question, answer? Okay? Yes. You keep it yes? Why? Okay. Oh, you are indirectly giving the food to your dog? The different experience altogether. You are keeping it for your dog to work. That's your dinner. You want to share it with your dog. What's the name of your dog? Sorry? Lavender. You want to keep it with lavender to lavish it? We will watch it for you. But that's what he said. You want to keep it with lavender, the dog, to keep for him, so that other animals don't eat it. Do you think lavender will keep it the way you left it? Totally. Oh, really? Interesting. You will not allow that to happen because you're going to eat it. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. You can see. That's wonderful experience. Thank you. Wonderful experience. And that means, you see, two different persons with two different experiences. And so, maybe one day, this guy that says that you have to keep it for the dog, and they will keep it. The next time you will come back, the dog will I love you so much, I want to enjoy what you're enjoying. And definitely eat the food, right? And that will give him a different experience and relationship with his dog, Lavender. So each moment of life opens up another aspect of life and experience. And with that experience, what does it do for us? It changes our vision, it changes our relationship, it changes everything we do. We can see in the gospel, when this man that was born blind saw Jesus, and from the wrong question, I will come back to that was asked, he was able to see. A whole lot of experience changes. He changes the way he was confronted, his way of life changed. Everything changed. And so, any moment we move closer to God, any moment we encounter God with the right disposition, with the right question, our experience, our vision, the way we see things change. Like the guy who has trusted his dog, Lavender. One day Lavender will do what Lavender should do. And that's eating the food. And that will be a different encounter, a different vision, a different experience. You're going to change everything about the way you will see Lavender as far as dropping food for him to watch and every other experience. If it's a delicious food on a St. Patrick's Day, he's not going to forget Lavender for life. He's going to be upset with him, right? What we need to ask in our life is a question that will make us see the new vision of life. That's what we need. The question that when we answer that question, it moves us from the darkness to light. In the gospel, we saw how Jesus cured the physical darkness of the blind man. And from there, the blind man was able to see him as a prophet, to see him as a man of God, to see him very special. Before his cure and the miracle, he had never such an experience. But when he encountered Jesus, he changed everything. Our life, when we encounter God, can change. We are the middle of Lent, almost on the halfway. And this is presented to us because each moment in our life could be a day or an encounter when we ask the right question. God can move us from our spiritual darkness to spiritual light. Look at the first question the disciples asked. That was why I took the long version, because I needed to get that question out. They saw a man who was born blind from birth. And instead of saying, oh, look at this guy, they asked the wrong question. Who sinned? Was it this guy or the parents? What concerns them at that moment? They asked the wrong question. And Jesus didn't answer the wrong question. Instead, he changed and asked the right question and took the right step. And that right response was that this man is there for the glory of God to shine. And that was why he gave that miracle, for people to change the view they see about things. So most times in life, we ask the wrong questions. Why me? But when we begin to ask the right question, what can I do to give God the glory with my condition? Sometimes I sin. I may sin terribly. And I want to ask the right question in my sin. What will I do right now to make this encounter I have with sin to give glory to God? And when I ask this question, you're going to change my vision about sin. You're going to change my steps forward. And that will lead me to go into conversion. Because I have asked the right question. When I'm sick and I'm so upset, instead of asking, why me? Why should I be in this condition? I would rather ask myself, how can this condition give glory to God? How can I use this condition to make the light of God in me shine? And if I'm able to ask this question, the right question, every view I have about my sickness, every view upset I have about the way I am right now, will make every other differences in life. I have a bad relationship. I've not been treated well, and maybe I have an abusive relationship. I would want to ask the question. The question I should ask may not be, what am I going to deal with this person? This person has made my life miserable. How am I going to deal with this? I'm not saying that you have to be enjoying things, but you have to ask a question in those difficult moments, the right question that will give you the right vision, the right response, the right motive, the right move. And so in such bad situation of relationship, I may want to ask, how can I use my frustration in this relationship to make every other person better, to make my family better, to make myself better, to survive this relationship in a way that will give God glory, in a way that will be a light to others. If I ask this question, it's going to change my vision. And the situation can multiply. As we are going through the Lent, we may want to ask the right question at every moment in our life, because it's going to make us see things and life differently. So we ask for the grace of God to always help us, because each time we ask the right question, it moves us in to a different relationship with God.